will say, like, I was thoroughly, and I watched the game when it actually happened, USC versus Louisville. But
Were you shocked? Were you shocked at all?
Yeah, I was not because LSU recruited Miller Moss really hard, later in the cycle back then.
Right.
And I was like, I remember watching his high school tape and liking it. And I grade every high school recruit that LSU was after on my own scale. And I liked it. I liked what I saw at the time. But I was very, very floored with how good Miller Moss was in this game. Yes, it is a bowl game, and bowl game data, especially now, could be very difficult to rely on. But F that. I mean, once again, four throws were really, really high level, and two in particular, when he hit Malachi Lane in stride, or Malachi Lemon in stride, in Lemon's first catch of the game. By the way, Lemon had also not played a whole lot beforehand. That was one of the best throws I had seen any college quarterback make. And the touchdown reception to number 10 on last year's team, his name slips my mind, was a tight window red zone throw that you only really see NFL quarterbacks do. So yeah. I was very, very impressed with Miller Moss, and we'll see how he does versus LSU on Sunday.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the Kyron Hudson that you're referring to. And shout out to Don's specialty. He says, I'm here. Go Tigers. So when you look at this game, what advantages would you say? Because I know you probably study both the tapes, both film, both offenses. What advantage would you say that LSU has, and what advantage would you say that USC has right now, just given the film that you've watched?
Yeah, USC definitely has an advantage of wide receiver going up against a very inexperienced group of corners from LSU, right? They've had some young guys jump some of the older guys, and LSU will have Ashton Stamps, a year 2 corner who
you had practice sometime, right?
No, I don't go to the actual.
I thought you would. Okay.
Yeah, no. I do a lot of practice breakdowns, and I talk to people every day that go to LSU's practice.
Okay.
Web media and people like on the staff. But Ashton Stamps has really been the alpha, year 2 guy, lots of talent, was only a 3-star, but he's a grinder. And the opposite corner from him will also more than likely be a younger player, a guy like PJ Woodland, who's also a true freshman. But they have Sage Ryan, who is a former 5-star, who's also back there. But this is a secondary that is just very inexperienced. And even their experienced guys coming back weren't really all that good last year. So right. I do like Lemon in that matchup in particular. His style should suit really well with how LSU wants to play defense. So I do expect a pretty good game from I think he wears number 6 now for USC.
Yeah.
And obviously, a 6'4" receiver like Lane can give some issues to LSU's DBs that are around 5'11", 5'10". And then, of course, you have Zachariah Branch, who's, probably one of the most talented players with the ball in his hands in the entire country. So obviously, skill guys are very inexperienced, but they're very freaking good. Where LSU could have an advantage is with Harold Perkins, right? This is a brand new Harold Perkins who's wearing the number 7 uniform. He was the best defensive player at times in the country as a true freshman. And now he's playing a new role that he's finally feeling. That's
what I want to talk about that, because it seemed like he was explosive coming off that edge.
Yeah.
So, how comfortable do you think he'll be? Being that this is not, like a Middle Tennessee State that you're trying to break him into at that position. How comfortable do you think he'll actually be coming into that? And he's not even that. I thought he was bigger than what he was. I think I looked at his weight. What is he, like, 6'1", 215?
Yeah, but he's put on a lot of weight. He's at 222 right now.
Okay, so he gained a little weight.
Yeah, so he had the good. So USCJ, this is where he got the best news in the world. When you're told in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, hey, you need to go gain weight and still be as athletic as you are. So he just like, okay, I can eat. So he was going everywhere, eating all the good food in Louisiana. Right. Obviously, good weight that he added. I think he's going to be really good this year. I really do. Because Blake Baker is a really, really good defensive coordinator and a really, really good coach of the linebacker position. I'm interested to see what Lincoln Riley wants to do with the run game, because where most people view LSU's weakness is up the middle. They're not particularly deep. We're talking about that 03 team that had Marcus Spears and Kyle Williams. That's some of the best linemen you'll ever see. And this year, it's not quite the case, but this is a group that is playing better and better and better. So just in practice. So that's where I think, USC, if they can get the run game going, that could get LSU off kilter as far as putting numbers in the box and so on and so on. So, yeah, I would, especially considering Lincoln Riley is a great play caller with time to prepare. We saw what he did in the Miller Moss Louisville game, and he's going to have all this time to prepare for LSU. I do see USC's offense having a somewhat good day. I see them scoring in that 27, 28 to 35, even in the 40s range.